Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kidding. Now I'm ready.
Fuck you.
So last time we played, you guys left the Temple of Dionysus and started your journey to the area where you had, well, you had been informed that a person from the gang of Oakenmite bandits who had deserted the gang was hiding. So you needed that person to get some info where they might be hiding. So you were making your way toward this craggy area known for dangerous fauna and plants. Which one of you did meet? Uh, you did find a tree that tried to slice and dice you into pieces, but you did manage to kill it. Also, earlier you did find a sword in the stone and pulled it out, which was nice. You got a +2 magical sword out of that. And you also found a lot of loot inside that tree monster that attacked you and the wagon. But yeah, that's the main part. What happened last time? You spent 2 days on the road, and you are now trying to find the hideout of Pyrotrax, the deserter of the Oakenmite gang. So,
I'm not going to stand for this tree slander. He was a good friend. Did nothing
Yeah.
wrong.
I mean, it did have spores that hypnotized some of you for a moment.
I mean, he did trap me inside him, but we all make mistakes.
Yeah, it was just trying to chew you up a little bit.
You just want to give me a hug. It was just misunderstood.
He
And
just wanted to pet
why
these
is there
creatures.
splinters all over you?
He's an enthusiastic hugger.
Yeah. Extremely enthusiastic. At least he doesn't take enthusiastic walks.
Mm.
Anyway. So, we last left off as you had emptied the inside of the attacking tree, where you found a large pile of coins, a necklace with 2 rubies, an old doll looking large coin, green gut gemstone, a lion-headed golden ring, and 2 scrolls. Your wagon is partially broken. I mean, it still functions, but the roof and the sides are pretty messed up. There are a lot of holes and rips and tears as the tree hit through them.
I assume these tears might be too big for me to mend them.
I mean,
The description of men says they can't be longer than
1 feet.
1 feet in the tear. If it slammed a hole through the top or something, then it would be bigger than that.
I mean, you could mend most of them, but not all, because some
Yeah.
of them, yes, would be bigger than a feet wide. But, some of them a little more slender branches just hit through the roof at the sides, so you can fix those.
Yeah, might as well while we're traveling.
And indeed, Lovaith does do some accounting at some point and figure us out that there is 421 gold pieces and 372 silver pieces from that tree. Oh, and I forgot there was the 6 yellow gemstones as well. But-
Yes, and 2 scrolls.
I mentioned those.
Oh,
Yes. The wagon is functioning, and you can continue if you wish from the now smoldering tree, as there is still problems bonfire underneath it, burning it, turning it to embers.
If the horses are back to normal as well, we'll probably continue.
Uh, the horses are mostly back to normal. They are a bit jumpy, but that's due to the weird smoke that the tree is emitting as it's slowly burning. So you continue forward with your new loot and few little cuts and bruises. And as you're moving along, you notice that the trail starts to take a very specific sort of a canyony shape. The walls are getting higher and, start to surround you as you get to move through a lower area that seems to be maybe an old riverbed, maybe some sort of a tear in the ground from an earthquake, you don't know. But this area, you are pretty much funneled forward in a sort of a canyony road gorge sort of deal. High walls all around you, but the road itself is wide enough to accommodate the wagons that you have. You know that you are getting close to the area that was marked on the map by the helpers of Dross, the hero, who said that they knew where the deserter was hiding. So the question is, how are you going to start looking for the person in this area?
Hmm.
Can we just yell real loud
I mean,
over and over?
not out of the question, no.
Volvaith would try to figure out some possible tracks that he could notice, or presence of any, fires or anything like that, human activity or humanoid activity.
Okay. If you're trying to look for tracks, give me a survival.
You know what? I will do that.
That's actually pretty good.
We're in a forest, right?
Far from it. Like literally far from the forest.
Grassland?
No, you're in a canyon.
Oh,
Arid canyon.
that's still pretty good.
Okay. You two are looking for tracks, and you do see some old tracks on the ground. Some wagon tracks, some footpath tracks.
Yep,
But
that tracks.
it's getting obvious that these are old, like from few days old to several weeks old, possibly. As this area doesn't have to have that much rain for some reason. So the tracks stay on the dry ground. From the tracks you find, you notice Volvaith. Unfortunately, Baron didn't notice this, but Vove, you do notice that there are some erratic movements on some of the tracks. Like people are trying to evade or maybe fight something. But the weird thing is, you don't see any, footprints to, yeah, that they, an attacker would have left. So it's very odd that you see these erratic movements from some people. But
These are still in the canyon path.
yes, in this sort of sandy, gravelly road that you're moving along.
I spot anything above.
When you look above, you do see the canyon walls. There are few sparse trees that are barely alive in the area, just like the tree you saw earlier, and some of the other trees you've seen. Like the vegetation in the area is very sparse, and sort of the growth of these vegetations are strangled and very how would I say, trying to figure out the word for it, throttled by the nature around them, as there is very little moisture to get, and the ground is hard, mostly rocky, sandy kind of ground. Very little soil where the plants could grow properly. You've seen areas of arid, sort of rocky terrain where there's some grass, there's some vines growing, some small shrubs, and some trees, but mostly it is rocky and sandy terrain.
Aye.
And also, as you're looking forward and upwards, you do see some plateaus on the canyon on the way, where the path splits to two, maybe three different ways, but in the end, they always seem to merge back to one, leaving a rocky plateau between them, maybe 30 feet above in the air. Well, not in the air, but up to 30 feet in the height. But as you're looking for tracks, you don't see any obvious tracks that could be this person you are looking for. Maybe they are further away. Maybe there is something else to look for. Who knows? But then again, you were given just a general area to look for. And
We're in like the crevice of a canyon, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Altitude probe. I mean, I could get altitude to check, but I doubt that helps a lot here.
I mean, you could.
Might as well have a look. How high? How deep in is the crevice approximately?
It changes, and there's differences in the height, but generally around 30 to 60 feet.
Okay.
So not super high, but still more than enough to be deadly if you fall from the height
Yeah.
of the canyon.
Okay. I'll have a look from above to see if I can spot any points of interest.
Give me
careful.
a perception.
Perception.
What
Surely
kind of
I can pull.
what kind of predatory birds are there?
I was about to say,
Yeah.
surely a vulture won't come catch me.
We've seen giant eagles.
It's like one of those videos of someone nurturing like a small animal or a moth or something back to health, and they release it during the daytime, and it flies off and just immediately gets eaten.
Yeah.
Like, you see what I doodled here? Imagine that the middle parts here are like canyon you're in, and these are the higher parts, and these are the plateaus in the area. It's something like this where you are going along this path towards north. And with 19 perception, you do notice that there are, like I said, a lot of sort of barely alive trees around. Some of them are living on these plateaus, some of them on the side of the canyon. The ones on the sides of the canyon seem to be a little bit more lively than the ones on the plateaus, probably more nutrients to live off of. But you also notice, as you're looking around, that this canyon goes on for quite a while, and there are a lot of possible crevices and possible caves on the side of the canyon that somebody could take a rest in or possibly hide.
Mhm.
Who knows? Maybe they can go even deeper.
Do I spot any large bird nests?
With 19, yes, you do. You do see some large bird nests on some of the trees.
And I head
They
back
seem
down.
old and withered.
Okay.
Possibly they have been discarded, but they are quite large. Like, even large for you. Even if you went to the nests and took a
Okay.
seat, it would be large for you. And you're a small creature, so.
So this area might be safe, but be careful.
Well,
Is the bottom
isn't
line.
that true for every area in this world?
Yeah.
Everything in moderation.
Even deadly monsters. Anyway, here's Tarask.
Everything in moderation. Well, we have a flying creature, so we're fine.
At least one of us will survive. So
Okay.
it's not a TPK.
What kind of creatures would live in cliff sides? Or
Well,
like caves?
give me a nature.
Nature
tr-
will rise
We can try
against
to
me.
recreate the Long Live the King scene, you know?
Holy shit. True.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm a
You
druid.
guys are rolling well. Okay, I need to check this a little bit
We're
closer.
rolling well so far.
Yep.
Yes.
Just wait until combat.
Give me just a moment. I need to check.
On the road again.
In this sort of area, you expect to find, well, when it comes to wildlife, probably eagles, large eagles, goats, hyenas, that sort of vultures, that sort of creatures living here. But also, you know that there are some giant eagles around, not too far from here, so maybe some of those. You've seen a wyvern, that flew from this direction, so they probably also nest somewhere around this area as well.
Well, not anymore.
Well, yeah, maybe. Then again, goblins and kobolds, these kind of creatures like the cave areas a lot, although there's not much to hunt here in this canyon, so maybe not too many of those. But you'd think those could live here. Then again, there's also harpies that could be living around, hippogriffs, maybe ogres, giants. But then again, those would be quite rare. You know, more you think about it, all those creatures that have the ability to live in this sort of rugged terrain, mostly flying, as it helps them to get out of the canyon on top of the canyon and search for the food around them. Those kinds of creatures would enjoy this kind of an environment.
My god, the flying goblins.
Yes. They don't as much as fly, but they fall with grace.
I didn't say they were good at it.
From my previous knowledge of knowing about kobold burrows and such, would I be able to discern such burrows in the canyon walls?
Problem is looking for fresh victims.
No, she's looking for
Yes,
omelet ingredients.
New source of eggs.
Looking for eggs. Well, they're birds, or no, it must be kobold eggs. Yeah, sure. Give me a well, investigation in this situation with a +2, since you've seen sort of what kind of dwellings they make before.
Nice. +2 to this. Fuck.
16. So far, you haven't seen any caves that would indicate, in your opinion, where a clan of kobolds, or maybe goblins, would be living. You're looking around, any signs of a, movement near the wall cracks and the openings of the caves, and any possible hidden caves that have been hidden by debris partially, or that sort of thing, that would make their dwelling more secure for these creatures. But so far you are not noticing anything.
Okay. Shame. Unfortunate, even.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you're going to do to look around? Just generally, because I'm just writing this down here.
Rock.
Will Zephyr keep flying high in the air, or will he return to the group?
I do return back down to inform people.
Ominous DM question is ominous.
Yep.
Well, I need to know, because things might happen.
I need
I
to
feel
know
like
who to
I'll
attack
go up
first.
and I'll make sure to make some very clear noise to like broadcast my location to avian predators.
I'm succulent. I'm delicious. Come and eat me. I can't fight in the air.
Weak, I have a bag of common spices. Use these to mask your scent, Zephyr.
Ah, yes.
Oh no! I covered myself in spices. What could I do? I'm so damn delicious now.
There's
Anyway.
dust in my eyes. This is the worst.
In any case, you keep going forward for maybe an hour or so. Keep looking at the possible locations where the person could be hiding. During that hour, you find few openings and caves, but with a quick search, you find out that they're empty and don't go that far in. Problem you do find at one point an old.
I go there.
What seems to be an old goblin dwelling, but it's mostly been blocked out. It seems like something or someone collapsed the cave. But
Oh,
you do
man.
find some of the goblin-like fetishes around, like those markings that mark the area as goblin dwelling.
How far away from the horse cart is that?
Well, the canyon is not too wide. It's about 20 feet wide at the... I think the widest, maybe a little more, but... Like, it's not too far away from the cart.
I'd like to inform the party about this.
Mm-hmm.
And then jump out the cart to see if the blockage debris is easily movable.
I wouldn't waste our time doing that.
But what if?
She tries to move the
Well,
rocks.
I'm sure the goblins don't need any help moving those rocks, and if they haven't moved them by themselves, they must have some other place where they would go outside.
Goblin eggs.
No.
No, don't.
But goblins don't have
Goblins
eggs.
lay eggs?
Maybe.
I don't
No,
think
no,
they
they
do.
don't.
Yeah.
Then what are these spherical things that I found on them?
Shit.
Goblin nuggets.
But it's strange that only some of them have these. They're like small nuts. Sorry. You try to move some of the rocks and you do manage, but more you check and look problem, you see that this is like a proper haven. Like, even if you and everyone else would use days, maybe weeks to clear this out before you would get in, and you wouldn't even know if it could handle it before collapsing again.
Man.
All I'm saying is that we could speed this up if we would find some, piles of corpses pull volunteers from.
They volunteered themselves. They can't do anything. They volunteered by just being there.
Well,
But-
since Problem's efforts are in vain and the cart isn't stopping, she furry runs back to the cart.
Mm-hmm. What's furry running?
Just
All
on all
four.
fours, yeah.
Okay.
Well, let me try to find the gif.
Oh boy.
Looking for wild assault things.
Nope. All right, let's go to BTTV. Google was not helpful.
Well, while you're doing that, you guys keep going on further.
Yep.
And do one check. Like so. Yeah, okay.
So 25 Tarax ambush you by throwing rocks from the above.
Oh.
Yeah.
The
No, not
canyon is a
quite.
Tarrasque.
Canyon is a mimic working for the slime.
Entire
Oh
market.
no.
Not again. The slime is gonna make a comeback.
When you least expect it.
BBEG slime.
Give me just a moment.
Did you expect the slime to have this much of an impact on us?
No, I did not.
But it's still alive.
Yes, it is
Probably.
still alive.
It's still alive, and that's its worst sin.
It's worst sin. Yeah. As you are moving along the canyon, you do suddenly hear this whooshing sound coming from above, like large wings flapping. You all notice it as you've been very thoroughly looking and surveilling your surroundings. So you notice suddenly when the things change around you, and you start hearing these whoosh, whoosh, whoosh sounds coming from above. And I
Behind
would
the cart.
like you guys to make a wisdom saving throw as you start hearing this singing, a very enchanting singing coming from above as well.
Cliff racers.
Uh-oh. I might have made a new friend.
Wisdom.
Also, if you are
Holy shit.
immune to being
gone!
charmed,
Uh-oh.
Thought.
if you are immune being charmed, this does not affect you.
A good thing Problem got that wisdom checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have had advantage against being charmed, but that required me to be in a specific action. So
Does
Give
the
me
singing
just-
sound like that?
What? Let's see. Yeah.
Fuck.
So give me just a moment. So, if you failed the wisdom saving throw, you are charmed, so that includes a problem. And Zephyr.
I am indeed. I So what
You
hap-
hear
happens
this
to-
magical melody coming from above you, and you feel the urge to move towards it. As Volvaith and Veron, you manage to shake off the alluring sounds that are coming from above, and you take a look, and you see above you. Give me a moment. I'll move you to another map.
Map. Map 2.
This is actually a pretty cool map.
Ooh, it is.
A group of harpies singing as they are slowly approaching your wagon. Please roll for initiative.
No.
Have we? My H.
1.
Right, we have not had an actual rest since the previous battle, right?
Nope.
Yeah. So, just my HP stays where it is. Initiative.
Problem?
But I'm charmed. I don't want to fight them.
You still need to do an initiative to see when you act
Ah.
during. Because when you are charmed, you are moving towards them.
I'll be the first one to go towards the. I'm gonna
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
gonna start climbing the cliff.
Don't press that button. That would be bad. Don't remove all
Touch
turns. That would be bad. So, yes. Problem. You feel this urge to move towards the rock face to your left as the song is luring you towards the plateau. And let's see, is there anything else special about it? Yeah, if the charmed target is more than 5 feet away from Harpy, they must move on its turn towards the Harpy by most direct route. It doesn't avoid opportunity attacks, but before moving into damaging terrain such as lava pits or whatever may damage it from other source than a Harpy, target can repeat a saving throw. Creature can also repeat a saving throw at the end of its turn. So you get to roll your wisdom after you've moved your movement towards the harpies.
How high is the cliff?
The cliff is 30 feet high, and you see vines coming from the that are conveniently making a way to the top.
Alright. I move 20 feet towards the cliff and climb 10 feet.
Okay, and roll wisdom again to resist the alluring song.
Nice.
It's cocked
Okay.
on my screen. Between
23. It's a nat 20.
8. Yeah.
So, after you started climbing using the vines towards the harpies, you suddenly get the clarity of mind once more, noticing that you're dangling off the ground 10 feet away from off the ground, climbing towards these bird kind of humanoid creatures that are singing.
Do I realize that the singer charmed me?
You probably can figure that out, as you can still hear them singing, but it's not luring you towards them anymore. But you do know that that song is somehow detrimental towards you.
Okay. Well, as I'm dangling from the vines, I just yell at the others.
The singing hypnotized me.
Okay.
That's it.
Then
Do
it
I
is
respond
this-
to that at all, or does that not help me?
It does not help you at this point because you're charmed by the song. So, this harpy flies 10 feet here and 10 feet down next to you, Problem. And it goes for an attack. So it's trying to scratch you with its claws and hit you with its primitive club. 13 or 8, does it hit?
Hell no.
Okay, so you manage to dangle off and evade the attacks that the harpy makes at you as it's flying next to you at 10 feet up above the ground. Let me mark that. To myself. Actually, can I? Yeah. Okay, I'll put it on the board. That was that harpy. This harpy. Okay, it goes to the same height as you are, Problem, but does not get close enough to you to attack as it's flying downwards. Theron. You
My
see
inner-
two harpies at the cliff face next to you, and you see parts of the other harpies above, but they do have cover.
Which ones are elevated?
They
Three on the left.
ones over up here are still at over 30 feet above and beyond the rock face. So you can see them partially, but these ones that are at the same line as Problem, they have descended downwards, and this one attacked Problem, and this one is clearly preparing to attack. And they are still singing.
All of them.
All of them are singing.
All right. I will. I'll do my funny meme
Mm-hmm.
of Hunter's marking this one next to Problem.
Okay.
Actually, can I see this one properly? The one on the left?
You can see it, but it has cover,
All right.
partial cover.
Yeah, I'll do the pew pew on this one.
Which one?
The one on the right next to Problem.
Okay, so this one.
Just below, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that is 27.
How many hit?
damage.
All three hit,
All three hit. All right.
and that's 27 damage from them.
Plus.
1d8.
They'd have fucking
3,
insane dexterity if those
6.
missed.
Yep. 27 plus 14. So that is 31, 41.
I think you could just
that
roll them
outright
just one
kills
block.
the RP that was attacking Problem.
Oh.
And it falls to the ground below with a wet thud.
Yeah.
lap.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
If I stepped out of the wagon, would I have a better view at the others?
Not really as well. The wagon, you're looking through some of the holes that were left behind the tree, and because it's a
Yeah,
covered wagon.
I get it.
And I mean, you would have a little bit better, but still the height is and the angle is bigger problem here, as they
Can
are
I-
30 feet above you, behind a
Yeah.
partial cliff face.
Can I do a little retconning and have moved here before I shot?
Of course,
Yeah.
that's not a major. You can move after or before shooting.
Yeah.
Doesn't really change anything.
I guess I'll hop over. Yeah, I'll stay put actually.
Okay. A harpy. It will keep singing. And it will, in fact, double move, so it will say it will go 20 here and 20 down. So that's 40 of its flight speed. So it's 20 still up. So it is lowering itself 5 feet from the ground. Like that. And it is trying to scare the horses.
It's rude.
Trying to make them rear and make you stop. That it's its turn. I'll make you roll an animal handling skill when it gets to you, Bovate.
Sure.
Zephyr, you feel powerful urge to fly towards the beautiful singing coming from above you.
It feels so wrong for this to happen when I literally, like, in my class action list have counter charm, but I didn't use the action, so here we are.
Yeah. I mean, how can you counter charm when you don't know the charm's coming?
Exactly.
You can counter charm after you chatted with these flying ladies.
Yeah, they'll teach you all about it.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I fly towards the one closest to me.
Yep, it's 10 feet above from the ground, so.
I mean, if it's 10 feet above, then I can actually get right next to it in that case.
Yeah. And that's where you just stand mesmerized by the music and roll me another wisdom saving throw.
Come on. Is that enough?
Unfortunately, that is not enough to
No.
break free from the group singing.
Unfortunate. So then I just end my turn there, I guess.
Yes. Alright.
Harpy Blood Widow.
Oh, you can see their names.
Can we?
on
In the
turn
turn
tracker.
order.
What?
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I mean, we're. No, wait. Never mind.
Yep. This one will fly down at the same place where the other harpy was. So first put this to the back, so this one can take its place, and it will attack you, Problem. as it makes 2 claw attacks at you.
3?
2.
3? Holy fuck! Yeah, both of those hit.
Owie.
On 3
So-
attacks.
I would like to use my reaction. My. Which one is it? Uncoming dodge. Yeah, I would like to have the first attack's damage.
Okay, so the first attack hits, that will be...
Do you call it before or after?
It just states that if an attacker that I see attacks, I can use my reaction to have the attack's damage.
Mhm. Okay, so here comes the first attack.
Oh!
And here comes the second. Wow, those were low rolls.
Oh!
Oh, I
Could
had.
have been
I
worse.
Had, I had the one readied where like, good thing you have that first attack,
Mm-hmm.
because I thoroughly expected the second one to be a lot higher.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's where we gamble
Yeah,
with our
Yeah.
lives.
But that is that harpy's turn, and the last harpy, it will fly at you. Actually, could it get to where Zephyr? It's actually, yeah. It will get where Zephyr is, and
Uh-oh.
it will attack Zephyr.
I might be in trouble.
Well, good news. This will break your charm.
Okay, that helps.
If it hits... Oh, advantage, of course.
No, it doesn't have advantage. It attacks twice.
Oh!
Doesn't it have advantage?
I mean, both hit me anyway. It doesn't matter.
But what about it... Never mind.
The charmer has advantage on any
Ability check.
ability checks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
strength
no,
attacks.
no
yeah,
physical
no.
attack. No
Yeah, you're not-
combat.
Yeah.
Race is
Because-
15.
The charm doesn't make you harm yourself or put you in the harm's way. So when you see the attacks coming, you're going to dodge, even though you're charmed. So Zephyr, you're going to take first the claw.
Please don't deal too much damage. That could be rough.
Then you'll just take 3
6
damage.
points of slashing
Okay.
and 4 points of bludgeoning damage from the club.
Okay, that could be worse.
That could be worse. Yeah.
Times you.
Remember, the safe word is harder, mommy.
Remember, save the order there, banana.
No.
Yeah.
Haven't you played Magicka?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. It's a good game.
That's in the tutorial.
Yeah.
Vovaith, give me
That's
a
where-
animal handling as the animals are rearing up. DC 13.
Animal handling.
Yes. Well,
I think Magic is where I learned most of my Finnish vocabulary.
it doesn't even have Finnish.
Yeah, the dwarves.
It's Magicka 2, not 1.
No, Magica 2, yeah. They
Okay.
run around saying Sauda, Metsa, and that's it. That's their entire thing.
So you managed to stop the horses from getting completely spooked. I mean, they are still ready to, well, get ready to run with the wagons, but you're handling them so far. What will you do?
I would like to. When I find the fucking spell.
Mm-hmm.
It's class actions. Fuck.
Class action lawsuits.
Yeah. Where is it? There we go. I would like to target the funky-looking one. Assuming I can see her.
This one?
Yeah, Blood Widow.
Okay. Yep. You can somewhat see her,
Her to make.
as you kind of
say
have
again?
to, peer, like, turn around and look, like, aside the wagon. You know what I'm talking about, like, basically like you're looking backwards when you're sitting on a car seat, sort of deal.
I'm doing the old man look behind.
Yeah.
And I would like her to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, nice.
Druids can do that?
Yeah.
Old person holds a humanoid. These are humanoids.
I think
That
we've always
tracks.
dipped into warlock
Oh,
spells.
shit.
Yeah. I have to kill him now.
Yeah.
Okay, wisdom. Unfortunately, 6.
Damn.
And then as a bonus action, I shall cast Sam Hyde and Getting Away with It.
Sausage. Okay. That's for the first round. Problem. You're dangling 10 feet above from the ground, flanked by 2 harpies, although one of them is attacking Zephyr, but there is that different looking harpy next to you that just wounded you with its talons.
Yeah, I was gonna go help Zephyr because he seemed pretty passive towards those harpies, but
He's now
Friend,
screaming
no,
in
I'm-
terror.
Yeah, I'm no longer charmed.
yeah, I can hear that.
It's what
Just
broke
like
us all out
Krillin.
of the trance.
Well, I'm gonna turn towards the harpy that has its back turned towards me, making me turn my back towards the Blood Widow one.
Forward,
Conga!
back,
Conga.
forward.
Yeah?
I'm gonna pull out my morning wood and stab this fucking thing in the back.
Go for it. That's a hit.
Thank fuck. Hey, since Zephyr is no longer charmed, do I get my sneak attack bonus?
Yes, you do.
I would like to deal 24 piercing damage to it.
24.
24.
10 plus 9 is 19.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
24.
yeah, 24.
Oh, you read the
I read the
you
attack.
read the attack roll. Yeah.
But I would still like to deal 24 damage.
I would
Well,
like
I'll give
to.
you 19.
You drive a hard bargain, DM.
Okay, give me this.
You know, my plan A was to use Call Thunder. But you know, I figured that would be too much damage per round.
So I decided to use Call Thunder.
So
There's a thing I really want to do as well, but
this harpy
No.
is bloody now.
I mean, something, but wait, you need to control your anger and not hit your teammates, blah, blah, blah.
Is this square 30 feet from me?
You're 10 feet above from the ground. So which square?
This.
That is. Yes, that is 30 feet. If you.
I'd like to miss
Slime
the step
down.
there.
Okay. Not a problem.
How high up is this?
Like this, if you go to the top, that's 30 feet. But Problem only managed to climb 10 before she broke out of the luring song. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
So, 30 feet.
Yeah.
To climb straight up. Okay, anything else problem?
That's all. I'm spent.
Okay. We go to Harpy. Oh, he's dead.
Pincushion.
So we go to the other Harpy. That is now next to Zephyr.
Hello.
Hi. So it gets 2 attacks. One with the claws, one with the club.
Please don't kill me.
I don't think either one of those hit.
No, I actually dodged those. Let's go.
Women clawing off the clothes from our bard.
AC is
Take
13.
my head.
Bad touch! Bad touch! I just imagine him contorting himself in the air in this most ridiculous poses, just
Like
avoiding the
Looney Tunes ass
attacks.
dodging.
Like cartoonish warping your body did.
Okay, that was
That's accurate.
her attack. And actually, she's just going to, since you are 10 feet above, so she's going to go to the front. Just fly the other side.
My plan.
Ferro, your turn.
Could I climb here? With 40 feet of movement.
How much is your climb speed?
Yes.
Do we have a climb speed?
By default, it's half of your movement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unless you have a feat.
I don't.
Technically, Feron has 2 feet.
I
Yeah.
thought you would need an arm to climb faster.
Yeah. Climbing, like I said, takes double movement. Unless you have something that gives you climbing speed.
I don't think I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
Could I climb there? Here.
Yes, the vines are there, so you can climb them.
Could I do that without using a dash action?
Well, it takes you going through problem 20 feet to get here,
And then I have 20 remaining.
so you get 10 feet up the vines without dashing.
Yeah.
You get to the same height as the Blood Widow.
But not this one.
Now that's also both of them. Actually, everybody except this one in front of the horses are 10 feet
Oh,
above.
right, I forgot about that one.
Is there any reason to not just shoot them from below?
Yes.
Well, let's be fair. None of them are hidden by the cliff face currently because they have all flown down to attack people.
Yeah, but I still want to go there.
I think what
I mean-
Theron wants to do is do a piercing shot through all of these guys.
Hey, shut
Uh,
I'll move my Hunter's Mark to the Blood Widow.
okay.
My bonus action.
I think this one would hit both Zephyr and Volbate.
Yeah,
And the horse.
And
Oh,
and the horse. Well, not if I aim at this one, right?
nah,
Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't get the bloodied one then.
the horse
Remember,
would die.
if you want to get up there, you need to dash, basically.
Up here, where I am.
You are still dangling from the vines. You would need to
Oh.
dash to climb up. It says
I don't know
here
where
30
you-
feet to get here.
Yes. So you need 60 feet of climbing.
Ah, right. Right. Well, shit. I guess I'll head back here then.
I don't know where you got mixed there, but that wasn't.
Well, I asked if I could go on this square with
Baron is
the
going
movement
for
I had.
For this
No,
achievement.
No,
you
you would need
asked
to
could I
climb.
climb there, and I said yes because there are vines.
Mm,
But I didn't say that you would get on top at the time.
true, true. I imagined this as being two different ledges. Because
No,
of
no,
the...
that is the same ledge.
Yeah, okay. I get it now. Well then. I will move here then.
Mm-hmm.
That works. I'll fucking lightning arrow them. That is giga damn.
Two lightning.
Hell yeah.
What? It was D8. Okay.
And I'll do this one.
That's in addition to just a normal hit, right?
Yep.
Don't-
It needs.
It
Yeah.
is? Yeah, okay.
Any creature within the 5 feet line.
Mhm.
Do I hit the Blood Widow?
It's within 5 feet of
Yep.
direct shot.
Right, I have to roll.
No, it's a
attack.
spell. They need to roll a save.
Oh. I'm confused then.
Because I thought it was like a normal arrow shot, and then in addition you get the lightning arrow.
No,
effect.
it's literally a special arrow that a random dude sold us like fucking
I
30
see.
sessions ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so they get saves.
That's a lot of damage though.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is-
I guess in the right setting that can do like a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I get
It's a
a
big line
better
anyway.
roll and there are more
Basic
people.
one first. It has.
You could have hit Zephyr with that too.
Yeah.
You could.
First
prefer
one
no,
is Harpy. It saves. Then the Blood Widow. It does not save.
Yeah, take that 2 damage. And then being very disappointed with the effect of my arrow, I'll shoot a regular arrow at
Shoot
the Blood
yourself.
Does this trigger Hunter's Mark, by the way?
Widow. Don't think so. I think it's weapon attacks only.
Well, is this a weapon? It's because you're attacking with the weapon using a special
Oh.
arrow.
Hunter's Mark reads. Whenever I hit it with a weapon attack.
Yeah, and you did. It's a weapon attack, lightning arrow. It's just a special arrow.
Alright. So I deal an extra d6 to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, take that 7 damage.
Yeah. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot better.
Yep. I'll pew pew it regularly.
Okay, 16 against the Blood Widow, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits, dealing 11 points of damage from that, and d6. So 13. So 20 in total.
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm. RP.
Curse the elf that sold us the thing.
For you being a bad shot.
Yeah.
Now's your chance to be a big shot.
Mm-hmm.
This auto-aim bot hack shit ain't nothing.
Yeah. The harpy flies to you, Volvaith, and
I'll use my reaction.
yep. Jesus, I'm rolling high today. So it doesn't get necrotic damaged. And it will try to attack you with its weapons. Claws and club. First claw, then club. I do
18,
believe 18 hits your AC.
Yeah.
Dealing. Yeah. Dealing you 9 points of normal slashing damage. Okay. So, Zephyr.
Let's see. Well, I'm in like there's a very opportunity attack range of 2 of them. That's not fantastic. Let's see. So I start by doing my classic 8 to 10 HP to myself, Problem, and Ferron.
Mm-hmm.
Think
That's
I
like,
already
in a way,
have
my best
10
healing option.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Sorry, who did you use it on?
everyone but
myself,
Volvaith.
Problem, and Ferron.
Got it.
Okay.
Then
So, that HP
my
given.
yes, as my other thing, let me just confirm my charges here. Right. So I I'm going to use the Wand of Magic Missiles. Which I have here. 3 glowing darts, each does 1d4. I'll use 3. So if I use 3 charges on the wand, I will get 3 plus 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah. In that case, I target the one that's bloodied, like, next to me.
Mm-hmm.
And do... Pop up. And then, roll 5d4 plus 5, right? 1d4 plus 1 force damage.
If you want to use them
Oh god.
all
that's a
on
lot
the
of-
one.
Hmm?
If you want to use them all on that one, then yes.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that works. That's enough to, I do believe, kill it. Let me check.
That was
Oh,
my
yeah.
goal.
1 HP left.
No.
I live, motherfucker! No, it's very dead.
I mean,
As it
she had.
drops to the ground.
I meant that as she had 1 HP left, and now she's getting hit with 22 damage.
Oh, yeah, all
No,
right.
it had more than 1 HP left.
It had 2.
No, it had half.
Yeah, if it's bloodied, it can't have more than 19 HP.
Is that how it works? I thought it was just half.
Yeah, bloodied. I dealt 19 to that.
Oh, right.
All right. And I
You missed
didn't deal 2 damage.
it. You
to
did.
it.
It
You
avoided
did
the
great,
attack,
Aaron.
which
Thank
gave
you.
Zephyr the opening to open the salvo with the magic missiles. Fucking just... Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat.
Yeah, just machine gun him.
Swippity swap,
Yes.
here's my gat.
Anyway, I'll get to ground level, I guess. That shouldn't trigger an opportunity attack.
The one behind you is at the same level, so yeah, it does trigger an
Oh.
opportunity attack.
Wait, is that one? Is the one next to me 10 feet above or
Yes.
on the ground level? Okay, in that case, I stay where I am. Yeah, okay, that's the end of
Because
my
you
turn.
would be leaving its threatened area.
Mhm. I thought it had gone down for a second. Yeah.
No, it's flying above the wagon.
Okay, well, I end my turn.
Harpy Blood Widow. It doesn't appreciate you guys doing what you do, so it is going to fly here. 20. And it's going to use its 30-foot cone attack.
Yeah.
Cock.
Cock.
A 30-foot cock attack.
Penis.
They can't do that.
Cock of the cold.
Like so.
And we fucking die.
Yeah, it's like a dragon breath. It deals like fucking
It stops
64.
singing.
Oh.
And it emits a shockwave out of its mouth. A DC 12 Constitution saving throw from
Ha.
Problem
Yeah.
and Theron.
I practice these every session.
Yeah, me too. Nice.
Yeah.
Yep, you both save. Okay, let's see. Doesn't specify. Okay. So you only take.
I'd like to have that damage with my reaction.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
not
you're
even
only going
a
to take
reaction,
half
is
anyway,
it?
so you're halving the half. So
No, I'm
Isn't
using.
evasion just something that happens?
Nope, it is my reaction action. I can
So-
only do it once
You take
per turn. What the fuck? I can't take
5.5
rounded-
damage.
half damage.
5.5.
so 6.
So 5, 6,
Isn't
6,
damage?
and problem
Yeah.
you're using your ability to halve it even further, so you're taking only 3.
Oh.
So I take 6, you said? Sorry.
Yes, 6 points of damage,
You die.
and
Oh, my temp
That's-
HP.
its turn. It's still 10 feet above the ground, flying. Let me somehow remove that now. Like so. Okay. Harpy. Dead. Love. Alive.
I would like to pet this creature.
You are free to pet that creature.
Bonk.
Unfortunately, 8 is a miss.
Bad. How beat up does Zephyr look like?
I'm hurting a little bit.
On a scale 1 to 30, 12.
On a scale of
1 to
what?
1 to what? 30, 12.
Yeah.
On the scale from 1 to 30, it's 12. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wouldn't it be 18 in how much I'm hurting?
Well, yeah, if you want
Well.
to say it like that. But you're feeling 12.
If your HP bar would be the quality of your wings, how pristine would they currently look like?
A bit
Zephyr can no
ragged.
longer fly.
I'm going to bonus action healing word Zephyr.
Okay.
Ooh, 8. Nice. In card grading terms, how well am I off?
Never 10. So you've been healed 8.
Nice. Appreciate it.
As Waves is there like, "Be gone, thought!" Also heals to you, Zephyr.
Fucking on a scale of material plane to Feywild, how close home are you?
Did you give yourself the 8 health, Zephyr?
Yes, I did.
Okay, it didn't date on the...
Oh, I only gave it on my sheet, not on the token.
Okay.
Oop. And there's the temper as
Okay.
well.
Anything else, Wave? But I think you...
Nah.
Yeah. Problem. The harpy in front of you is 10 feet off the ground.
Can I jump to grapple it?
Yes.
I'd like to sheath my sword and fucking jump to grapple this fucking thing's feet. Talons?
Yeah, give me a second.
Talons.
I think...
She's going to fucking
high
suplex
jump.
it.
When you make a high jump, you leap in the air. Number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. What is your strength modifier? Are you wearing the gloves?
Yes. My strength modifier is 4.
So 7. So yeah, you're easily getting 5 feet of it, so you can reach its legs and pull it. Okay, so give me athletics.
You pulling
to,
it,
grapple it.
pulling it off.
Yep. To grapple.
It's a 22.
Oh wow. Just to check. Yeah. Okay, so it makes athletics, acrobatics. It doesn't have either one as a skill, so it would use its stronger ability to resist, which is trying to squirm out of the. So it needs to roll a nat 20 to succeed.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Oh,
But that was close. But no, yeah.
What up,
you
Nordic
pull it to
Dragon?
the ground.
Smash.
Yeah,
So,
gonna start wrestling with this fucking
oh,
thing.
right, you're pulling it down. So,
Pulling it off.
Yeah.
So it's going to take 1d6 of damage because it technically fell 10 feet, which is.
Concussion.
It takes 3 points of damage, sorry. From
Problem
just you
smash.
grappling it down because it technically fell 10 feet. So that was your action. You're now holding it. Your two are grappling. Any bonus actions?
Can I do that
movement
gift that I posted as a bonus action?
action? Give me a second, I'm checking. I mean, you can punch him once, yes. You can't have a salvo because you don't have that many attacks.
Alright, well, with my free hand, I'm gonna punch it in the fucking face.
Okay, roll.
I roll fisting. It's a 26 with 5 bludgeoning damage.
Yep, well.
You picked the
that
wrong card,
creature
fool.
takes 5 bludgeoning damage as you give it a solid fisting. Now that you pinned it to the ground.
I'm gonna
Oh,
knock you
God.
out.
Mr. Fister. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it. Technically, we would be in the same square, right?
Technically, but you know, it's
Yeah. Can't have
Kind of
stacked
Limitations.
tokens.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Uh. Hmm. Yeah, this harpy saw you, Zephyr, blam blam blam, blam blam, its sister to death, so it will try to attack you.
Hey, that was self-defense.
Well, it doesn't care. It tries to kill you in self-defense.
What do you mean?
I
Oh,
debate
boy.
both those hit.
They do.
First the claw. 6
Oh,
points
boy.
of slashing
Alright.
and 2 points of bludgeoning.
That's the temp HP.
Yeah, your temp's gone. Oh no!
It sure was temporary.
Well, it did save you from that pummeling. So.
Yeah. All
Well,
temp
that's-
HP should be expended before the end of the day.
True.
Feron.
Pharaon will drop his bow. And I will
That's
pull
like
out.
Paladin breaking its oath.
Yeah,
It's a
and I'll
bee.
pull out the glaive
Yeah.
Oh, gross legs
and I'll
runs
run
away.
over to the Blood Widow and I'll fist it
Attack.
twice.
Problem prepares to
Yes.
dodge.
You don't. You have advantage because they're
That's just
technically on the
damage.
ground.
I thought the macro was different. My bad.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
not the right.
That's
There we go. Yeah.
damn.
Let me just check something.
Damn.
Uh,
Good damn.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think you can roll with advantage since it's.
I don't think grapple gives advantage.
No, it doesn't.
Is she prone or just?
She
Yeah.
fell.
Probably
Do you
slammed to
land
the.
prone? Do you land prone if you fall?
If you fall enough to take damage, I feel like you're prone, right?
Next round, I can try to restrain it, which makes attacks with advantage.
Do you have
towards
the
it.
Okay,
grappler
yeah.
feet?
Nope. I
Don't
would
you
have
have
been
to
able.
have that?
No, I would have been able to restrain it
Oh.
on the first try if I have the grappler feet.
Hmm. So yeah, no, it's not.
The
Re-
creature, at least according to Roll20, if you fall and take damage, you land prone.
True. That is true.
I'm gonna leave that up to you, since you're DM man.
Yeah, I'm
Is
going to say he is prone on the ground just because problem. It makes thematically sense because she jumped, took the legs, and just pulled it down.
Yeah.
Like fucking slam dunked.
So would that be a 23 for 6 damage then? Like a 23 to hit for
Yeah.
6 damage.
plus the
Yeah,
344.
plus the thing. But I'll roll the second one then.
And 13 does hit as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
They don't wear armor.
Well,
Wait, do they have their
Here-
tits out?
here comes
Yes.
a lot of damage.
Okay.
You
Let's-
get-
How much in total?
You get Hunter's
That's-
Mark for every attack.
For every attack, yeah. For every hit.
Okay.
So that is 6 plus
7.
13. Right? Did I hit it with... Yeah. 13
You re-rolled the double D4s there. Okay.
plus
So
10
let's.
plus 7. That's 36 damage.
36. Hmm. Let me just pull out my calculator and. Oh! Okay. It's still alive. But it's really fucked up. Like, really
Wait.
fucked up.
Fist.
Now I'm gonna tighten my grip next turn.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah, but that's my turn.
RP. It will try to attack. Well, wait. Unfortunately, it's not on the same level with the other, so it doesn't get the advantage. But...
I'll again use my reaction for the.
Okay.
Or
Damn! These
He's
rolls
doing
are
it.
high. They don't care about spores. Okay, so claws, miss. Club, miss. Sad, miss Harpy. Okay. A Zephyr.
Yes. Okay. It worked so well last time, so maybe I should just shoot the other one next to me with the magic missile as well.
How many?
Let's see. We can do 5 shots again. At least my 1.1 durability.
Okay.
It's like if it's attuned, I should be using it.
true.
Let's see, spellbook, magic missile. That's a bit more average than last time, but still 15.
Yeah, 15 is a good hit.
The one below Volvaith.
Okay. It is not bloodied yet.
Not bloodied, okay.
Mhm.
Let's see. And do I do anything else? No, I don't think I do anything else. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's it.
Okay. Give me just a second. I'm thinking something else. Okay. So, Harpy Blood Widow. It will try to break the grapple as its action. So either athletics or acrobatics. Wait, no, it's athletics to keep the grapple. I do believe. Yeah. So, problem. Roll your athletics to keep the.
You want what?
Athletics.
Athletics to keep the hold because it's trying to break through.
Yeah, no problem.
Actually, there is a problem. Okay, so it can't escape the grapple, so it's still grappled. I guess I rolled a d6 to see if it regains its ability. Nope, it does not. It doesn't get its screech back. It doesn't hold the grapple, so it can't move. So yeah, that's its turn. It can't do anything else.
I'm gonna default dance on top of it.
Like to bet this creature.
It's
Okay.
like 30 whole turns.
We're going nowhere.
I like the damage roll.
Can I keep
Yes.
the damage roll for the next one that hits?
Unfortunately, 9 is still a miss.
She.
You need to roll higher than 1s and 2s with the attacks.
It could still hit. You said there wore no armor.
Well, yeah, but you still need to, hit.
Madge, I'll fucking punch her.
Yeah?
That always hits.
Yeah, that hits. You're like, oh, for fuck this thing. Bang! Just giving a left hook. What is your strength modifier again?
Strength mod is 2.
Okay, so it is
3 bludgeoning.
Yep.
Unless they're magical fists.
Ora, 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 ora.
I'm a magic
Well,
man.
You have wounded the harpy in front of you.
She might as well give up now.
I have the high. Oh wait, no. Anything else?
Nah.
Problem. You're holding the harpy hostage.
So Tuplup came into my DMs and
And
started
them.
started arguing about rules as written instead of telling the DM.
I did not argue.
Yeah, you did.
I sent him a
now,
screenshot.
now
of the
you are.
grappler
Now
feed.
you are. You lose. So
Fuck!
I would need the grappler feed to restrain the target.
Okay.
So, actually no, Tuplo fucking messaged me because he wants me to deal damage instead of having fun with the enemy.
No, I.
So, I'm gonna lock my legs again around the fucking
Oh
harpy
my.
to
That's like
To-
cats like to play with their prey, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
to make
Yeah.
it to make it
Just
move.
going to fuck that harpy up.
I'm gonna make it move a bit less while I pull out my morning wood and stab it through the...
Again, I repeat. Oh my. Okay, give me the attack.
Yeah, do I get sneak attack bonus? Does he know that I'm there?
Well, I'm next to it.
But I don't get
Yeah.
advantage.
Well, it doesn't matter. You should
N-
still
no.
have.
That sneak attack... I like
Sneak
the
attack
advantage.
also-
I like the
Okay.
advantage.
Hmm.
You know?
So you don't get the sneak attack.
No, but since Pharaon is next to it, I do get the bonus.
Mm.
Does it hit,
Well, it does hit. 27 does hit, and it is dead.
though? Alright, well, it's
as-
gonna take 19 piercing damage.
Yeah. Well, it's bloody fucking dead. It had 1 HP left.
How about minus 9... No, minus 18 now.
Yeah. It's dead. Deader than dead. It's stone cold. As it dies, it lets out a blood-curdling shriek. It does nothing to you, but, you know, a blood-curdling shriek.
Leave those
And,
noses to the bedroom.
Yeah.
Well, at least we know what feed problem needs to get next.
Unfortunately, that is the trigger for something.
Uh-oh.
So, I'm just going to like so. So, the blood-gurgling scream brings out more harpies to the party. As from the north, Volwave can see them. You can see a flock of harpies approaching once more.
Shit.
Yes, okay. It's flying 30, actually more than 30 feet because it's on the tree. So it is, let's say, 40 feet up in the air. So it's just going to double move. No. Horse. No. Go back. No. So,
Uh-oh, there's more of them.
yeah. But it's moved double and it's 40 feet in the air. But then there's its sister. It's going to double move as well. No, no. Raptors!
You could try to place the wagons and horses to the map layer.
True.
You could make the harpies not come.
Then
Yeah.
it's silhouette, so
Be kind of cool if you did.
Okay, they're on the
less,
map now.
accident-
Thank you.
less
for the-
accidental clicking.
Yep. And this one is also 40 feet in the air. There's one more harpy on this turn. Oh, it's the one behind Forway. So yeah, it's going to still keep attacking Zephyr because it got blasted by magic missiles.
No.
I hate you, Blue Man. I hate you, hate you, hate you. Although it doesn't speak, you just get that feeling.
And that's like the vibe.
Yeah.
It's a
I do
miss.
believe 8 is a miss with the claws and the club. 12
Also a
is a miss
miss.
as
Let's go.
well. Okay,
Na 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 na.
Baron.
Oh, that's gonna fucking make you. You'll.
Yeah.
It's gonna
And
karma the
and
fuck out of you.
Well, I'll head back here and
Mhm.
fucking
Grab your bow.
yeah,
That's an action, remember?
yeah. And then I'll hunter's mark this guy, or move my hunter's mark to this guy.
To who? How long range does your hunter's mark have?
Isn't it like fucking
90.
200, 300 feet?
90 feet.
Yeah,
90
300.
feet. Oh, that's not right. Not right. Line. Instant. 40, 40. Okay, yeah. You can move it to that one easily.
Yep.
Those.
It's just my bonus action.
Mhm. Yep.
Hold on, I'm trying not to delete Pharaon real quick. There you go.
Just delete yourself and go. Ah!
But can I spend my turn to, like, sheathing my fucking
Yeah, it's part of the move action.
thing and grab the bow?
Yep.
Okay.
Because as a part of move action, you can sheath or unsheath a weapon, and dropping is free. So
Free action, yeah.
you sheath as a free action.
But then picking
blade
up is
and pick up the
is-
bow.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
But pick up is the action.
It is the action. Yes.
Yes.
And bonus action is to move the
Yep.
hunter's mark. Oh, hi, Mark.
Standing here, realizing. Actually, I'll move a bit closer.
Okay. Harpy in front of Vovate. She's not happy because she just got punched in the face.
I'm not happy either, so I'm using my reaction again.
Okay.
One of these
Yeah.
days.
Third time's the charm. Third time's the
Hey.
charm.
One
Taking
damage.
Yeah, take that.
a
damage.
damage.
A whole damage?
A whole point of damage.
God damn.
Okay, so
Don't
it will
spend
try
all
to
on
attack
candy.
you, Vovate.
Yep.
Claws. I do believe that's a miss.
Yep.
And club. I do believe that's a hit.
That is a hit.
D4 plus 1. You take whopping 3 bludgeoning damage. Normal bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then it's Harpy time.
Woo.
It is moving forward. Like here. That's also still 40 feet in the air. Like it doesn't care. Zephyr.
Yes. Okay, now we are gaming. Let's see. I feel like a shatter in like this general area would be kind of nice right now.
Yeah, if you have spell slots, definitely.
I'd aim it high above the horses so they don't get hit.
Oh yeah. Surely there is a way where I can
Well,
hit those four.
these three that are not right in front of Vove, they are 40 feet in the air to begin with.
Right. 10-foot radius sphere. Yeah,
But-
what's the height of each of them?
40.
40.
But like
From the
all
ground.
four of them are
All
four
three of them. This one is 5 feet from the ground, just hovering above the horse.
Right. So it's the three others. All of them are 40
Yeah.
feet.
They just flew from the from this rock up here.
Right. So in that case, I can't
Well, not
hit.
rock, but
I can't hit all.
plateau. Sorry?
I can't hit all of them. Only those three at once.
Yes, only the three.
Sag.
Sash. Yeah. I will do it anyway. You know what? Just because I'm spiteful, I'll cast it as a level 3 as well. Whoop. Okay, and that adds 1d8.
Okay.
18 damage, con save.
Let's go left to right and concepts. So first with the hunter's mark. Not a save.
That is 18 damage.
Then the middle one
That is also 18 damage.
and the last one. 18. That was a good
Oh.
shatter.
Let's go. Who of Pharaoh and Problem? Who wants temp HP the most right now?
I don't think
Neither.
any of us have been.
Problem lost 3 temp HP. Pharaoh lost
I've lost 6.
Okay. It was more so just I could use that little bonus. Actually, you know what? Instead, I can just healing word myself. That works.
Wait, you can steal the temp HP back?
No, I can't steal it back. It was more so I always give it to 3
Ah.
people, you know?
Give it to the harpy.
Yeah. I mean, Problem could use, like, health healing instead of temp HP, but she can manage because, you know, rogue. And,
Yeah.
and running away immediately.
I'll
90 feet.
healing word myself just as at level 1. Hell yeah, roll the 1. Okay, 4 HP, let's go.
Well, it's more than 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do I want to gamble on the opportunity attack to get a bit away from everything else?
I mean, you can take it.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's see.
Unless they use something special. No.
Oh, that's not the tool.
Why does it say Harpy Matriarch in the turn order?
Worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You don't see her.
I'll move.
I mean, what matriarch?
True.
Back here, and then I take the opportunity attack.
Yeah. The horrifying, horrible, menacing claws.
That hits.
Was Silvery Barbs used only for crits?
I mean, I can technically use it at any time. But it's like, if something crits, then I tend to be like, nope.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to die. You take 8 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, I'll take that. I feel like if I were to use Silvery Barbs, I would probably do that before it rolls the damage, right?
Yeah.
I can't check the damage and then roll
Can't-
Silvery Barbs.
yeah. There are only a couple of abilities that you can choose whether or not you take the damage or not.
Yeah.
Is
but
Stone's
yes.
Endurance one of them?
In what sense?
where you can decide after seeing the damage numbers to reduce it.
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I mean, as a reaction, reduce damage dealt to you. So I have to take damage to be able to reduce it. It's not
Yes, that
when you're
right.
hit.
But after seeing the damage numbers.
Yes. I believe so. Anyway,
Volbeat doing okay over there.
Oh, I'm peachy.
Peachy Queen. So
I'm still at full health.
Nice.
you know, this regal-looking birdie lady, definitely not a matriarch or anything. No, definitely not. Just happens to be, different token.
It has the same
flavor.
border colorist problem. I think they're allied.
It's going to
True.
fly over here. Takes a little separation from its sisters. Solve the shatter spell. It's 40
I should've
feet up in
waited.
the air. And it starts to sing. And in reaction, rest of the harpy starts to sing again. I would like wisdom saving throws from everyone with a disadvantage.
With advantage? Or disadvantage?
Advantage.
Right.
Wisdom, you said?
Yes, wisdom saving throws with a disadvantage.
I guess I should have used counter charm. Unbelievable.
Oh!
Huawei, fail. Baron, fail. Problem,
Oh,
fail.
goddamn.
Oh shit!
Zephyr is like, no!
Not again!
No!
13 fails.
13 fails. DC 14.
Why is my
Just
turn
like
so
before.
far away? I could have used my turn right now.
So, the ones you who failed the saving throw, you are charmed once more. Well, some of you for the first time, but you feel the sudden urge to make your way towards the beautiful song that's been made by these harpies. And that is the
Can we just make our way to
harpy
the
lady.
closest one?
Yep. So, Vobeth, you're just standing there, mesmerized by the song, but at the end of your turn, you get another wisdom saving throw, but it's still within disadvantage. You don't break through the song. And then there's the last harpy that's a little late, like, oh, sorry, late, I'm late. Problem. You feel the urge to move towards the beautiful singing made by these bird ladies.
In the general direction.
Yeah, towards the closest target.
Technically, she would be closest.
Yep. And you get to do saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh
At the end of
shit.
your turn.
That's bad.
That's bad. Yes.
That is bad.
But if they attack you, you get uncharmed, right?
Yes, that is correct. So, she will Okay, so she needs to do double move there. Next one drops 35 feet down to 5 feet, so it's on the same level as Bobby. This one going to drop down 5 feet, so it can be ready to attack either Problem or Ovaith. Thron, you also feel the urge to move towards the flock.
And do I move here or do I move closer?
You need to move closer, the maximum movement.
My max
Without
is 40.
dashing, so just your move action.
So here.
Technically there, or start climbing.
He starts
My max
floating.
is my max is 40.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
assuming I'd
close.
move here.
Yep. And you also get to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Nope. Harpy. She keeps singing. And doesn't do anything else. This harpy is going to lie here and lower down next to Ferro. Zephyr, you're the only clear-minded currently.
Yeah, it seems so. Let's see. If I move here, then I am within 30 feet of everyone. I'm not going right into all of them. That seems like a bad idea.
Just drop shatter on everybody. See who survives.
Yeah, just shatter in the middle.
luck,
They
everyone.
can take it.
They can take it.
Okay. Let's see. No one has been attacked yet, so I will do this one. Counter charm. You and friendly creatures have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. That would be a neutral throw, right? Because of the disadvantage we have already.
Mhm.
Now let's hope I don't become incapacitated or silenced.
Yep.
And then I will also healing word myself again, but at... Let's do level 2 upcast. So that, and another d4. 7 HP.
Still living, still kicking.
Yeah, I'm just hanging on, but now everyone can hopefully stop being charmed.
Yep.
And that is all. Actually, also I'll get down to ground level.
Okay. It's the matriarch. It's going to fly towards you.
Uh-oh.
You said you dropped to the ground level.
Yeah, I'm on the ground.
It's going to double move and get 5 feet of you.
Okay.
But it's also going to use... Actually, no, it's not going to... Double move.
Going to
Yes.
slit my
Okay,
throat
it's
violently.
still 40 feet above the ground. before it does this because it's smart enough to do this. It will try to use its once a day ability, Visage of Desire, on you. Give me a DC 14, normal, no, saving throw.
For wisdom,
Yes, DC 14 wisdom throw.
no advantage or disadvantage.
Yep. No advantage or disadvantage.
14.
Oh,
DC
good one.
14.
So, the matriarch stares at you for a moment, and within its hypnotic gaze, for a moment, you feel like you're in a dream of sorts. You're seeing the things you want from a life you want to live. You know, adventure, music, all that stuff. But then you steal your mind and realize that no, that's not real. That everything that you're seeing is not real. And you break through the illusion. So, congratulations, you are not paralyzed.
Yay! That would have been rough. That would have incapacitated me, right?
Yes.
Yep.
The matriarch saw what you were doing and tried to stop it. Unfortunately, you saved.
Thank God, I finally get to use my counter charge.
Well, wait. You get to save at the end of your turn, but now with passive. So, no advantage or disadvantage. Because the matriarch is giving you disadvantage. And, yep. You are not charmed anymore, but this is at the end of your turn. Not that it really matters, because everybody is pretty much in place, so... The harpy, top right of you, is going to attack you. Claws. Club. Does the club hit?
No, I think my new was 17, yes.
Okay, so that's a miss. Problem. You are still being enthralled, but you get, at the end of your turn, you get to save.
I am in trouble.
I'm in danger.
You're trouble now. Unfortunately, that is not high enough.
Yeah.
DC 14.
Yeah.
So you keep enjoying the harmonies as the harpies try to rip Volvaith apart. So here's another 2 attacks against you, Volvaith.
Oh,
Claws. Club. No.
Nope.
Against you, Volvaith. Claws. Club.
keep
Yeah.
doing what you're doing, Rolf.
what?
Just keep dodging.
Volvaith. Claws. Club. Okay,
Ooh,
club
that's a hit.
goes through. Hooray. You know, 9 attacks and... 8 attacks, and that's 1 attack going through. You take 5 normal bludgeoning damage. Theron, you are being enchanted.
Yes.
So at the end of your turn, you can roll for save.
Do I do anything? Do I move anywhere?
No, you are as close as to the harpies as you can.
Yeah.
So
Let's
you break
go.
free from the accursed song, the luring song. So next turn you can actually act.
Fuck.
Harpy, in front of Volvaith. Claws.
Oh shit. Close to hit.
Claws to hit. Dealing 7 points of normal slashing damage. And then there's the harpy next to you, Pharaon, so it will attack you. As it sees that you break.
Like
Broke
use my
through
reaction
the-
on this one.
Okay.
I want to break free.
I want to break free.
Yeah.
My work
2
here
points
is
of
done.
necrotic.
Hit them for 2 damage. That yeah, I'm done.
It gets bloodied. But it still gets to attack. Claws. Club.
Nice. Doesn't hit.
7 points of normal slashing damage.
7, 7, 7.
Well, it's not like I rolled 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8.
Why do you sound so bitter about the number 8?
I don't know. It seems to be a number that keeps repeating in my rolls. Okay, Zephyr. The pretty harpy lady is flying 40 feet above you.
Mm-hmm.
We've
My
charmed the
counter
harpy.
ended, so unfortunately, Problem does not get advantage anymore.
It's fun. I'm listening to the Harpy song from Baldur's Gate 3.
Been listening to Epic Fight Harpy Combat D&D TTRPG Battle Combat Fight music 1 hour copyright free for the last 1.5 hours.
Yeah, that name just rolls out of the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay.
I could actually, you should change your pace of music.
I'm just checking my options.
Let me play that while I'm enthralled.
Yeah. I mean, the Milfanido one also works.
It does.
Would that work?
Yeah, just keep thinking.
I have the Road of Rulership attuned, and it's like, I guess I could try to charm them back.
Yeah, charm
Sure.
the harpy lady.
Hmm?
Charm the harpy lady.
Yeah, that's
What
the
could
one.
go wrong?
Yeah, you can use an action to present the rod and command obedience from each creature of your choice you can see within 120 feet of you. So then I would try to charm literally all of them at once. Yeah, let's do that. All of them have to do a 15 DC wisdom saving throw.
Just a moment.
Where did we get that again?
I don't remember. We've had it for a bit.
I don't ever remember getting that from anywhere.
I at least think we got it, and it wasn't like one of my things I started with. I believe we did find it somewhere.
Think,
Do have it written in my notes as a magic item.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember finding it, but I
You
don't
can
remember
use
where.
an action to present the rod and command obedience from each creature of your choice that you can see within 120 feet of you. Each target must succeed DC 15 wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for 8 hours. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Suddenly DM regrets his magic items.
No, I'm not regretting. I'm just. Oh, fuck.
Technically, if I now charm all of them, we can just move on, right?
Yep.
Yup.
Okay, wisdom. Okay, they have.
Fucking hell.
Okay, so it's Let's start with the matriarch because it's closest.
That's the one I want to hit the most. Yes!
Oof.
They don't have a modifier on their saving throw.
Nope, their wisdom is +0.
Okay, nice. I
Things
thought they
that
might
only
have
bards say, I want to hit that the most.
Yeah, yeah, he does.
Okay,
Now they're
then the
charmed.
one behind Volvaith.
Fulfill your bard destiny.
You're making a harem.
Could you
Oh,
also
no.
charm?
One next to Theron on the left. Oh, that saves.
Oh,
Okay, that's saved there.
One with the hunter's mark.
could you charm problem as well?
That's what I was about to ask.
Each creature
Well, it
of your
doesn't change
choice.
things.
I mean,
It's still
yeah, what
just
happens if problem is charmed from two sources at once?
in front of
I split
Volvaith.
in two because the other half tries to go to Zephyr's sweet song.
I must say, I think
The
I
other
trust
half
Divine
wants to
use
go
this.
to Zephyr's sweet rod.
Wait,
First I use my
So
wand,
all
and
but
then
one.
first I pull out my wand, and then I pull out my rod.
So all but one are now dominated, charmed by the Rod of Rulership.
Let's go.
well, you are now the matriarch. Congratulations.
For 8 hours.
Okay, I found where we got the Rod of Rulership. It was
Okay.
from the Goblin Cave with the big goblin. Magical footlocker.
That's a very powerful item. Why haven't we used it before?
There hasn't been a really good chance to use it.
I have had it on me, but this was when it really was like, now this seems like a very good time.
It's been in Zephyr's ass this whole time.
We waited
That's
so
why
long.
it's so powerful.
We waited so long that the DM forgot about it, and now when he didn't
No,
take it
I
into
kind of-
account,
I
we
kind of
used
remembered
it.
it, but yeah.
DM
It's
when that
more
one
like-
magic item from 60 sessions ago comes into play.
I
and
see this situation more like Bart's like, ooh, lots of ladies, time to use it. Come to me, my pretties.
I feel like the consent is questionable here.
Tips rod. Doesn't matter.
So the matriarch is charmed.
I guess they're all heading towards me now, right?
No.
Or no, that's not the same charm, is
No,
it?
not same thing. So it regards you as a trusted leader.
I just can't make it do anything against its nature.
Yeah, pretty much no. Or you
They don't
can't
have
tell
weapons,
it to
right? They
harm
just attack
others or itself.
Mhm.
So it just slowly flies down and on the ground and gets into a bowing down position as it's submitting itself to you.
Let's go.
But wait.
I'm assuming the rest of the harpies, except that one, is not looking so hostile anymore.
Yeah, they all pretty much snap their heads towards Zephyr, are looking there. And they have that hazed look in their eyes.
We're about to get some glowing harpies the next time we come through here. I'll chill touch the one that's not charmed.
Charming, I'm sure.
So, Nat 1 and then rolling awesome damage continues.
Yeah? That's a miss against AC.
How hurt does Peron look like?
barely at all.
Okay.
Just like one scratch.
I'll bonk Feron.
Fuck.
End my turn.
Okay. RP. Flies 5 feet up and gets here and double moves and again gets on the ground bowing. Well, not directly bowing, but sort of that. Problem. They also stopped singing, so
Oh yeah.
This one
you
too?
are broken from your
I think they can.
enthrall.
Did the one on my left stop as well?
I think they can.
Well,
only
it is
sing
singing,
or
but
attack.
it has no power over
Hmm.
the whole. As it's just one singing. It was more of a situation where the song was coming from multiple ones that caused the situation.
Alright, I assess the situation and attack the one that's still flying rampant.
Yeah. Right next to Feron. Okay, go for it.
How high up is it?
5 feet.
I stab it.
Do it again.
No.
That's a hit.
I'd like to use my rogue dice with that. 18 piercing damage.
8 piercing and 10 non-specified sneak attack.
Technically, it is piercing still.
No, it's not unspecified.
It's just rogue damage.
No, it's unspecified.
Technically,
It
there
has
is
its
no
upsides
resistance.
and downsides. The upside is there's nothing that resists it. Downside is that if something is weak to some type of damage, it doesn't get doubled.
Every enemy is weak to damage.
Yes,
What?
but- Okay, 18. That is. Oh, that is just enough to kill it. Like on the dot. So, yeah, we can continue the battle, but the harpies are going to take their turn and go towards Zephyr and basically bow in front of him.
Can I have them search for the thing we're looking for?
Yes, let me check.
Like, is there a range to this thing before it loses effect?
No, it doesn't have a range. It just
Hours.
has a time limit.
Yeah, so we have 8 hours of free labor right here.
Yeah.
Most likely needs to understand your words.
They do speak common.
Well, that solves that problem.
Yep, then we're good.
Solves what?
Bonk's problem.
So,
What the fuck is happening?
Same thing they did to us.
Yeah,
Wait,
I figured,
Zephyr learned to sing?
an eye for an eye.
I thought you
Uh,
only played instruments.
Well, they really liked my rod.
Oh no.
the matriarch would ask you in a sort of a raspy common. What do you want, master?
As
We
to
could,
see
have
if
them,
they're
we could have them search
Oh, sorry,
for...
not master, lord.
Mm.
Do I do,
Ask-
Lord?
ask if they have any corpses of a dragonborn, if they know what dragonborns are.
Okay. Do you know what
King.
dragonborns are? I guess technically they understand Volvet too, but do I have to ask for them to answer?
No, they do understand, so they can. answer as they look you as a lord.
Yeah, you are
So-
their leader.
Uh-huh. Do you want me to answer to him, my lord?
Yes. Please.
I do not know what a dragonborn is, but I know a dragon kind that lives here.
Is that what you were looking for, Wolfade?
Aye. You were there when the description was given.
Hmm?
You were there when we got this mission. Find a
Yeah.
dragonborn.
Yep.
Dragonkin would be an apt description.
Do you know where these dragon people are?
The main entrance is blocked, but I know. Sorry, we know another entrance. We do not travel there, for it's underground.
To the Underdark.
Not the
Yes,
fucking
underground in the dark.
Not the fucking Underdark, dude.
I mean, should we just let the harpies lead us the way?
Your decision, Lord.
Yeah, that seems like a good approach.
Also use
Anything
one
else
charge
you
to.
wish, Lord?
I'll use one charge to bonk Ferron.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Then I'll use another charge to bonk Zephyr.
Bonk.
And that's still fine.
The
I got
entrance
myself
is
apparently up,
not
so I'm close to full.
far.
Hmm?
Me and my remaining sisters can show you the way.
How far away is it, would you say?
It is only few moments of flight away.
I just
They
wanted to
probably
ensure it
wouldn't
was.
use minutes and seconds.
Yeah, it's just I had to make sure it wasn't more than 8 hours or something for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's get on the wagon and have them lead the way.
I'm pretty sure our wagon can't go up the cliff walls, so you'd have to figure out a path that a wagon can take.
Oh yeah,
It is in the canyon, the entrance.
That's good to
yeah. I
know.
assume the harpies are going to lead us within the canyon itself.
Leads us to more harpies that kills us.
Oh yeah, if we meet more uncharmed harpies, then we might have a problem.
They attack
Might
us
have a
then.
what?
Let us leave our homes and lead you to the Dragonkin.
Yes. Also, Loe, do you know if harpies are territorial? Like, between each other? I feel like Woet has more chance to answer that than my
Nature?
character.
Sure. Oh.
Ah. You know, you could. I don't know.
I'll
You
ask
have
Problem and Charon as well.
expert
I'll-
here.
I'll-
You could
I'll-
ask.
I'll give it a think as well.
Oh yeah, true, I could just, ask the harpy, but... Hey,
Oh.
matriarch, I guess. Are there any other harpy tribes around here? No one can answer.
Everyone shrugs.
The problem is the closest with I don't know, maybe. As Volvade is like, I don't know. Pharaoh
It
is
is
like,
more like I don't give
I
a
don't
shit.
know.
I know,
Because,
but I'm not
okay.
telling you.
The charm, just so I'm sure exactly how it works. If we attack them, they naturally become uncharmed, right? But if it is within their nature to attack other harpies.
Hmm.
Could they help us in combat without being uncharmed by getting
Technically.
hit by the harpies? Is that the thing?
And as you were having problems,
Huh?
you know, with the how to call the matriarch or the one, it will introduce itself as Desirea.
Desiree, okay.
Desirea.
Okay, Desiree. Do you know if there are any other do you have any other enemy harpy tribes in the area, perhaps? Or allied ones?
Other harpy flock further away. This is our territory, these trees. Our
Okay.
nests and young here.
So we should be safe from them in that case.
Yes, unless traveling creatures
Sounds
come
good to me.
across.
I'll turn over to the others. Shall we get going?
Might as well.
Yes.
We have like almost 8 hours on us. That should be. We should be fine, right? Time is ticking.
Okay. So the harpies take flight. They fly about 20 feet above the ground, sometimes going above the plateaus, but making sure that you are following them. And they are leading you through the canyon. And after about 10-20 minutes of travel, the matriarch and the rest of the flock stops, and they start pointing at a pile of rocks. The entrance is there.
Are there
Okay.
any paths?
What are we looking for?
Dragonborn?
What does this
Dovahkiin?
dragonkin look like?
I believe he
Not
was black
seen
skinned.
it.
I ask the matriarch or the harpies.
Okay, first Desiree would look at. You want me to answer them, my lord?
Yeah, you can answer anyone here.
As you agree, my lord. Or I wouldn't use that fancy word. As you command. We've not seen creature, but we've smelled it. The sulphurous smell. And it has driven away a lot of creatures.
Are we sure that this dragonkin is the dragonborn we're looking for?
And
Well, unless there are other dragonborns around this place.
Well, there are multiple different types of dragonkin.
Well, then one way to find out.
That is true.
As mentioned earlier, you see a pile of stones, but you do also notice that the stone pile is covering a opening in the wall, a cave opening that is initially a little tight, even for Waith, as he's the biggest one here, but you can pretty easily squeeze through the rocks into the opening and through the opening into the actual cave. If you wish.
Underdark.
But
So we tried.
unfortunately, there is no room for the wagons there.
Not with that attitude.
Just somehow squeeze them through.
So besides sulfur smells, have you seen any other signs of this dragonkin? Like, has he hunted here or?
Yes. It has hunted around. That's why many creatures are on the prowl, on the move. Reduced food.
What creatures have fallen to its prey? Wyverns?
Wyverns, large birds, some harpies, other creatures, boars, deer. Almost any creature you may find here. But we've not seen it, just what it leaves behind.
Aye. Does it
Should we
attack
try
any
to
of the?
clear the rubble? Is that the best play?
What were you asking, Void?
Does the dragonkin attack the wagons traveling through these parts, or only you?
Do not know. We've been attacking wagons coming and going, but don't know if Dragonkin has. It lives in its own area, and we've not seen it. We have our own pretties. We stay away. Not our territory.
Hmm.
We have shown you the way, Lord. Is there anything else you wish?
Do we need anything else from them?
Food and shelter.
We have food and shelter, right?
Assume if we ask for food, they're just going to bring some of the
Can you teach us
whatever
how to
they've
fly?
caught.
Huh?
You have no wings. You
Yeah.
cannot fly.
Can I borrow yours?
No, they are attached to me.
If we
Man,
have no...
Man. How do you reproduce?
Do they have cloacas?
God.
And the harpies
The
fly
Harpy
away.
matriarch goes into a detailed description how they mate with captured males and lay eggs.
Huh?
You
Oh,
need to
no.
remember,
Oh,
harpies are
boy.
all female species.
Gets captured by harpies.
They're also food.
Oh,
So they,
Wait.
males perform double duty.
I could have just fucking walked away from this.
No, you're food.
But I'm woman.
You're food.
I'm not food.
They don't know what's beneath your cod piece. Emptiness.
You'll be their pleasure toy for the rest of your life.
Oh no, they found the vibration function. Bzzz.
Nordic Dragon, what the fuck? That's like the third time I've read something fucking
Well, if we don't
weird
need anything else from them, I guess I could just
in the last hour.
tell them to go back where we came from.
You could ask them to bring whatever loot they've acquired. There could be something useful there.
Food, you said, or
I'm thinking more of potions or stuff like that.
oh, yeah, that
Loot.
seems good.
I do.
If they could bring us the loot from some of their victims potentially.
Besides, I'm pretty sure that if we ask for food, they'll just bring whatever they've captured, which could include humanoid corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Yeah, I think problem wouldn't mind.
Problem has no problem.
Point
girl
taken.
dinner.
Literally.
They could also protect the horses.
Well, we have to be back within it. I don't know how far in we are going, but they will only listen for so long.
How far away is sunset?
I mean, sunset?
It's not about the sunset. It's about the rod's ability lasts 8 hours.
No, we
Yeah, but
always
when
know.
yeah,
And
when
we want to know.
how much daylight do we have left for today?
You have, I would say, looking at the.
We have the ability.
Exactly.
Sorry.
We
We
have
have the
the
ability.
nature ability that allows
Yep,
us to
I know.
know.
He knows. That's why he's
Where's
checking.
north?
North is north.
What's this guy's name?
Shut up.
Yeah, just make the Syria.
What are
just,
all of
hey,
the individually-
What's the name of the other harpies, by the way?
What's Harpy number 2's name?
Shut up, what a common name among harpies.
Okay. Fine.
I'm asking
Fine. You-
each of these individually what their backstory is.
I would like to know about their childhood.
Did they
Okay.
grow up in the same
Name
flock,
of
or-
the harpies, exception of Desirea, are.
I.
there.
You gotta love
So
fantasy.
you
name
ask.
generator.
Did you ask them to bring their loot to you?
Yes, that's what we asked.
Do they care for material possessions?
Yes, they have their own loot. As you wish. Sorry.
Wait.
As you wish, my lord. It will be a moment.
I
Sisters.
love the. Usually you clear your throat to make a clearer voice, but you clear your throat and then make a hoarser voice.
Yeah, well.
But if it's commanded to do something contrary to its nature, it doesn't.
Well, it's
But they do
seeing
still
him as a
give-
lord, so.
Yeah,
A
like
higher-
they. Mhm.
a
So they-
greater
Zephyr-
being.
Huh?
Look, Zephyr is the giant rat, he makes all the rules.
Yeah.
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 Normally they would bring all the loot to Desiree, but now I am that one. Essentially. I have wings, I look just like them.
Just a moment. So the harpies take flight and they start flying towards their nests, which were about 20 minutes away. So it's going to take them almost an hour to make a return trip.
Right, so we have already been traveling for an hour in that case.
No, you've been traveling about like 20 minutes, but you've been also talking with them after that, so 20,
right.
During
like 30,
during
40.
the conversation in front of the pile of rocks, would it be possible to take a short rest?
Yeah.
Yes, you may take a
That
short
sounds good.
rest.
Problem would collapse within the cart.
So yeah, you can take a short rest while you're waiting the
Well, that
Harpies
gives me
to
more
return.
inspirations back. Let's go.
Zephyr?
um,
Would you play us a little?
Oh yeah, of course. I forget I have that skill. Whoop.
Yeah, I'll just take a little nap.
Thanks.
I'll use one hit dice myself.
I'll use one as well.
Just to top myself off. Applies.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I think short rest also removes any temp HP.
So
I have to double check though.
The mantle of inspiration or the thing Zephyr has, isn't it after a long rest?
The mantle of wait, which one?
Your bardic inspiration thing that gives temp HP.
The temp HP disappears after a long rest, yes.
But not short rest.
No, I believe we keep the temp HP for that.
Yeah, that's what I
That would
remembered
just
too.
be temp HP rules, though. That it wouldn't be related to that spell in particular.
Okay, so you keep your for a short rest you keep your temp HP.
mhm.
Yeah.
But a little under an hour passes, so you still need to rest for a while longer. But the Harpies return with these tattered knapsacks that are clearly taken from other people and partially torn apart. But they have two knapsacks with them carrying stuff, and some of them, one of them seems quite heavy as
Alright.
they lower them carefully to the ground. The loot you asked for, Lord?
Thank you, much appreciated.
Was there anything else?
Is there anything else?
May we return to our nests, Lord?
Yeah. Sure. You're free to go.
Very well, my lord. Be safe. As they take a flight and leave you be.
I guess technically, if we finish off here within a few hours, we could still head back the same direction and they wouldn't bother us, but I doubt we will be going that way.
But yeah, they left two knapsacks behind that are in horrible condition, but they are filled with their so-called loot.
They're so-called loot. Okay, yeah, what's inside?
Well, when you go take a look, there is a lot of miscellaneous stuff. You see lots of coinage, different sorts. Most of them have been shined, polished to a shine, You see different kind of gemstones. You see pieces of metal in there, probably from armors and such.
Gigaloot.
You see shards of weapons and such, but you also do see that there are some potions amongst the loot.
Are they
5
labeled?
potions to be exact.
Are they labeled?
Nope, not labeled.
Can anyone identify them?
You technically, but could I use my herbalism kit to try to figure out which ones are
Sorry, what kit?
herbalism kit?
No, because you need the different. Is it the apothecary? It's not the herbalism though. It lets you a potion. Is it? Let me check. Tools. Alchemist supplies. You need those.
Your knowledge of the nature and uses of herbs can add an insight to your magical studies that deal with plants and your attempts to identify potions.
Okay.
Under our herbalism kit arcana.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll allow it.
Yeah, DC
You
20
get the
to identify
proficiency
potions.
bonus. Yeah.
DC 20 to identify bonus, according to
Yep.
5
So-
equals.
Yep. And it gives you a proficiency.
So, I'm going to quickly put, since I'm not actually proficient in Arcana, put proficiency in Arcana and roll that.
Okay.
Yeah, these are potions.
So yeah, you really can't be certain what these potions are with that 12. But I can give you descriptions. Give me a sec.
Sure.
When Problem wakes up, you could ask her to identify them. She will find out what they are.
By drinking them.
Yes. Correct.
I'll take a fucking look as well. Check this plus 0.
Problem is still napping. I'll be your B.
Okay.
Yep, those are potions.
Sure, let me try an Arcana as well. Why not? Oh, that's actually okay.
Mm.
I mean, if it's with a kit, a DC 20, it's unlikely that just looking at the potions could help figure things out.
Yeah.
Hot sauce.
We should just have Problem test each of them, right?
Yep. Just like a fucking wine tasting.
Just a moment.
Crimson red liquid looks familiar. Must be red poison.
Yeah.
Looks very familiar, yeah.
The red is the color of danger.
Rude. Red is the color of blood, which is what you excrete when you get harmed.
BRB.
Okay. So there are the potions. Also,
Dark gray complexion. Grayish blue and mottled hazy liquid. Was there anything besides potions, or mainly just potions and coins? "12 gemstones."
and also a lot of pieces of metal, but those are just shiny pieces of metal.
Mhm.
No weapons or armors.
Vovaith would have studied at least a potion of fire breath earlier, figuring out how he could make one. Does either of those embery ones seem familiar to that or similar to that?
Give me another arcana.
Do I roll with proficiency or?
Yeah, with proficiency.
Think.
You are not quite certain either way could be, but you are feeling quite certain that one of these two is a fire breath potion. You're not quite certain which one of these two, but both kinda remind you of the description of the potions.
Well, I think
I'm
one of
turn.
these might be a
I wish
fire
we
breath.
read berry juice.
One of these might be a fire breath potion, maybe.
Maybe.
I've seen one before. You just see Vovaith holding bottles and comparing them in shade against sunlight. And just intensely staring at them.
Problem crawls out of the card. Ish.
Yep.
The red bottles could most likely be healing potions.
Mm-hmm. They do look awfully lot like healing potions.
Are those the ones that the harpies brought?
Yeah, they are.
Can I taste one?
Yep.
Or
Sure.
at least
Remember
inspect
what
them?
Remember what happened with the gauntlets?
Our failed Arcana checks have never had consequences before.
Nuh-uh.
Let me check.
Problem
the
just drinks one of the
It's-
potions. It's like, oh, this is potion of false healing. Oh, my
Well-
stomach.
Drax.
Well, the thing is, Problem has a basic healing potion and a potion of false healing, so if she's given one of them for comparison, she would compare them.
Mm-hmm.
Does she mention this to us?
And then she'd drink the false healing one.
Yeah, she would, analyze
For
them.
science, you know.
Yeah, she would analyze them.
Hope she has labeled her potions.
Yep.
Yeah, it's similar to this one.
Problem hands her out, hands her hand out, extends her arm to receive
Ow.
You can do it.
potion.
I would like to inside check if Problem is going to actually try to figure out what the potion is, or just try to ruse her way into drinking one.
$14 insight.
You get the feeling that you could trust her with this one. With a little hint of doubt.
With a little
Okay.
spice of doubt.
I'll grab one of the red liquid potions and hand it to Problem.
Problem immediately
before-
just chucks it down.
Before letting go of the bottle, I'll remind her. Remember what happened with the gauntlets? We do not know what these actually are.
Yeah, I'm not fucking stupid. Usually.
Anymore.
You get a bad stare back at you.
She rummages through her bag and takes the two other potions she has for comparison, and
Mhm.
inspects the one she got from Wolveith.
Give me investigation. As you are, they look awfully similar to each other, so you're just. Okay, with investigation, you do notice that the bottle Volve just gave you is closer to the actual healing potion than the false healing potion.
How certain am I that it's actually healing?
With your internal
Really?
mentality and fucked up mind, 99%.
Okay.
Roll insight.
Insight on the DM.
Insight on yourself.
Wait a minute. Fuck. how much do I doubt myself?
Not that much.
Okay.
This one's normal healing. Any more?
Well, we had two of those. Two with fiery theme. Gray's potion, hazy. And that's about it.
Anything that needs to be identified?
Doesn't seem like it.
I didn't know that you could identify potions.
Yeah, I don't think you
She
can.
she literally just shows the rest of the party the two almost identical potions.
The other one's poison. The other one's healing.
And how are you going to figure out how these other potions work?
If you look closely, you can literally see the details.
I have
Other
looked
has
closely.
16 times the detail.
Going to roll like 5 different times for a single potion bottle.
Do you investigate problems, poison and potion?
Fine. Wait, we'll hand our problem the dark gray bottle with ember-like flames inside.
Okay.
I mean,
So how are you going to
That's not
how
a
are you
healing
going to
potion.
figure out? I know.
Has Problem seen one of these before?
Very unlikely.
Can she try to figure out what it is without consuming it?
Surely
Arcane.
one small little sip is safe and doesn't use up
Or
the bottle.
Arcana.
Right?
Yeah, she's mastered the arcane arts.
Surely.
Surely.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Well, at least she's doing better than Bobby. Yeah, you are not certain. You can say without a shadow of a doubt that you don't have a clue what this potion is.
Well, never seen something this pretty before.
Gulp.
Can't help you with this one.
Where
I'll
did the
grab the
potion
bottle
go?
back.
I guess we just take them with us and we can have them checked somewhere else at some point.
I'll
Let
hand
me
the
check one thing though.
sure. I'll hand the other healing potion to Zephyr.
Yeah. Do I note it down as a healing potion or as a crimson red potion?
Well, if you think it's a healing potion from Problem's description, then yes.
It's more so I have a stack of healing potions. If it's might be different, I can't just say +1 to that quantity.
+1 healing potion, smiley face.
So, technically,
Crimson.
you can use Identify to identify potions.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
If it's a
It does-
magic item or some other magic imbued object.
Fair. I just figured potions were like not necessarily magical. They could just be a mix of ingredients, right?
They are considered magic items.
Mhm.
I see. I mean, sure, I will identify them then.
Take some time.
The
but
issue
yeah.
is just it takes time.
Yeah, true. I mean, we can always do it later as well. We don't have to identify them now.
We do have to make some sort of plan against the Dragonborn.
I mean,
Really
if the
good at my
cave is
inventory,
really
yeah.
shallow, whatever's in there already knows everything.
I'm just worried that we might be faced with hostility first, and questions never.
Very likely.
Anyone got a
Same
tree
thing.
trunk we can light on fire?
So these trees were looking mighty dry.
Hey guys, I got the best original idea ever.
Uh huh.
We
And
take
that is.
we fell one of the big trees and then we shove that tree. No, we light that tree on fire and shove the flaming end into the cave.
And then just keep adding trees to the pile.
Yeah.
We just smoke them out.
Yeah.
Well, either they come outside or they don't.
Actually, yeah, would rather just, make them suffocate than smoking them out.
I mean, if the cave is, if this entrance is covered by boulders, there's or actually the harpy said there was another entrance.
But that
Yeah,
was
but the main entrance was blocked.
Yeah.
It was so that we could shimmy in between the rocks into the cave.
Yeah.
I mean, I can go first.
Yeah, the main issue is that whatever is inside has faced wyverns alone. And won.
So why are we after this guy anyway?
He knows about the Oakenmite bandits. He might know where their hideout is.
Was he an outcast?
Currently he's an outcast.
Well,
Some sort of falling out and then ran away. So to him, we are either representatives of law or the Oakenmite bandits.
I could, disguise myself as Ragdoll.
I'm sure that would go badly.
The question is, do you know what Ragdoll Oakenmite looks like?
I would assume that I've seen wanted posters about him. Or if not, then I would just look like a generic bearded bald dwarf with a missing arm, yeah.
There is likelihood that those are just someone drawing descriptions in the paper.
All dwarves look the same.
Yeah.
That's racist!
Rock and stone!
Cock and bones!
Huh?
Well, the question now is, what are you going to do with your wagon? Are you going to look for a place to hide it? Are you going to leave it outside, open?
I'm sure nothing bad will happen if we leave it out open, Smile.
Surely.
Yeah. We should probably try to find a cave we could hide the wagon in.
Mm-hmm. Give me a... if you're looking for a... I'd say investigation, as you're looking for a sort of a cave where you could...
If the others go look for a hidey hole for the cart and horses, problem would stay watch at the cave entrance-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't
That
it
was
be
sentence, yes?
Yeah.
Be perception to spot things. Investigation is more like figuring machinery out, stuff like that. How things work.
Perception, general scouting, investigation, investigating, investigate.
Mm-hmm.
Problem
Yes,
would hide.
I'm asking because there's a difference between +1 to skill check and +7 to skill check.
Well, perception would be more to find a cave and such, but investigation would be more to find if it's suitable for what you're looking for, to hide and.
Surely the others are with you looking.
Now they're in T-pose.
Fuck.
Problem is just in the middle of the goddamn canyon, T-posing. I am stealth!
I'm good at investing.
Oh no.
Farron then proceeds to spend all his money on a meme coin and lose everything.
Nice.
Will Zephyr help looking?
Yes, I shall also look. So
Yeah, he's the smart one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sure. I mean, my intelligence is lower. It's not the highest in the party by far, but
Who is the most intelligent?
probably
horse.
Volbeth, I would guess.
Blaze's DM. Oh shit, we have inspiration.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, we do. I haven't. Where the fuck
I
do I even
forgot.
mark it?
You remember. This is why I don't use inspiration, because I forget.
Where do I mark inspiration?
We all have inspiration, by the way.
Where do I
It's
mark
on
it?
the first
Uh-huh.
page, if I remember correctly.
I have not been marking inspiration. That is separate from bardic inspiration, right?
Yeah, we got it after our my graduation party.
Core stats, there's at the bottom, middle, inspiration question mark.
Yeah.
All
How
of
does
us
that work?
all of us drank liquid inspiration, so we got inspiration from that.
Yep.
And then it passed over to you as well.
Yeah, through astral projection.
Yep. Liquid inspiration was rum?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
rum.
Rum. That I bought him for like 2-3 years ago. Oh no, it's
2 or 3 years
longer
ago.
than that. More than 3 years ago.
I think it's exactly 3.
It was for your birthday, though.
Yeah, and we chucked it. No, Sonny, no rum. It's all gone.
Sonny, it was the depression rum. You don't want it.
Sonny is approaching your location.
You said the magic word.
Yeah, the sleeper agent has triggered.
But why is the
Oh,
rum?
there it is. I found it. Inspiration. Yes.
Yes.
Thanks for the reminder.
So, Zephyr, are you going to roll investigation? Because you're finding a lot of, openings and caves and such where you could
Yeah.
put the wagons. But
Whoop. Well, never mind. I am.
We are so smart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it can fit into this like small rabbit hole in the corner here.
Okay. Just to
If I cast reduce.
just to
But
confirm
the
that
harpies know.
problems presence would not have made a difference. I'm also gonna roll for shits and giggles. See, wouldn't have changed anything.
Right, so if I
What
What do
cast
you
That's
mean a
not-
+6 to intelligence?
No, not intelligence. Just investigation.
in theory, right? If I cast reduce on the wagon, it should be fine as long as nothing
For a
breaks my
minute,
concentration. Yeah, we have to be in and out within a minute, and nothing has to break my concentration.
Yeah, but the horses are a different thing. And also harpies know about these holes.
Okay, with the highest roll being 9. Oh boy. Okay. You do find a place. It's bits of ways away from the cave entrance you were shown, but you feel like it is, out of the way enough that random travelers won't find it. This cave seems to be empty, and all that kind of, generally looks promising. But you don't know if it is, in the end, will be, good enough to hide the things. But
Okay,
this is the best.
Just remember, we parked next to that weird goblin totem thing.
Remember, we parked next to that pile of dragon shit.
Yeah.
No, wait, no, that's not dragon shit. That's wyvern shit.
That's harpy shit.
No, that's too big to be harpy shit.
Wait, harpies have eggs, don't they?
Yeah,
Yes.
we did learn about that.
Yeah.
They did tell us about the birds and the bees earlier.
Yeah.
Oh my
New
god.
omelet time.
We should have asked them for eggs for omelets, is what you're saying.
Well, not for me. I don't eat food.
Ah, true.
They probably wouldn't, partake in unborn child
Handing,
sacrifice.
yeah.
Yeah, no. But you have hidden the wagon.
In quotation marks.
How well, you don't know. But now at least it's not right in the open.
So, while the wagon leaves from in front of the cave,
Mm-hmm.
are there any kind of sounds that come from within afterwards?
Like, after... What do you mean? Come
Like-
afterward.
Has something been listening and is going to be on the move after the cart has left?
Not that you see, and as you listen, only thing you hear is...
Gum.
That's not a
Okay.
normal sound.
No. No, you don't hear anything out of the ordinary, just wind whistling through the canyon, and
And a very
some
faint.
of the rustling coming from above, from the some of the trees and bushes.
Brush.
Rush B.
Rush B.
Okay. So nobody has been listening in on us for us to leave the cave
Mhm.
to
2-2.
your 2-2.
E E E E.
E. So, after a while, Zephyr, Pharaon, and Voveth return to Problem, and you are at the entrance of the cave. Will you enter? Will you leave?
Yeah, we should leave.
Let us go to the Underdark.
Underdark.
Dunder Ark! Dunder Ark!
Nothing to report here. Is the cart gone?
It's very well hidden.
Very good.
You look behind the corner and you somehow see the wagon. No.
The wagon is hid behind a branch.
Anything from the hole?
All quiet. Shall we?
No, there's no other path.
Yep.
Problem would dive into the Satan's asshole cave with
Do you have
with
dark?
zero. She has with 0% survival rate.
Oh no, head first.
Head first.
Head first to the Nutty Putty Cave.
Yeah,
No, no,
Yeah.
not that one.
yeah. She has dark vision. She goes first.
So it takes you a moment to adjust from the daylight to the actual darkness of the cave, as it is pitch black dark, unless somebody brings out a torch. And you see this massive, well, not massive, but large cave walls that reach up to 10 feet in height in front of you after a while of uncomfortable squeezing through the narrower part of the cave entrance. And you see that this cave continues further than you can see. And by the echo, you can feel that this place is massive.
Should we go quietly?
Yeah.
Who said that?
I don't have my like Delver's claws attuned, so I am blind.
So, ask if anyone notices anyone that could see us.
This cave is huge. It goes way beyond 60 feet.
All of you can, as you're talking, you can hear the cave echo. That you can distinguish that this place is massive and continues for long, because it just doesn't, like, you get that weird echo when you are in a massive area.
Take out my torch, Veron, so you might want to go ahead.
Veron, would you move behind me so we get some leeway before?
Ready behind you.
Oh. Yeah, that's exactly why.
I'll just put my hand on Problem's shoulder.
No problems at.
So that when the trap comes, he can push her.
Yeah. The pitfall trap is here. I can just go like, oh, accident.
Give us a few
Oh
seconds.
no,
before
what
you-
a horrible accident keeps pushing over and over.
Oh no, the accident keeps happening. Oh no.
Give us a few seconds before lighting the torch.
She starts moving forward
I'll follow in 10.
stealthily.
Yes, right. Do I have an advantage on that?
I don't know,
Or-
do you?
I don't
Or
think
no?
so.
I don't know how the rule. Oh, okay, never mind.
I don't think you need an advantage.
Okay, so Theron and Problem, you start to slowly sneak ahead as you enter the large cave. So Theron and Problem take the lead, and Zephyr and Volvate bring the rear with the torch, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just a moment. But unfortunately, I have to call the session here. As I mentioned at the start, I was trying to make another map. Unfortunately, it is this map, and it wasn't working, so I couldn't make the map, so
Sad.
I can't really continue here because this place, like I said, is a large one, and there's a lot of things here.
Yeah.
Do you want my Underdark maps you can use?
Nope. Like I said, I have drawn a map, but I can't use it because it's drawn on a paper here, and my horrible scanner printer doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, mine are also just handwritten. I don't have them on the PC, so couldn't help you even if you needed.
At least you have that beautiful and glorious world map.
Yeah, sure do. Never using it.
Valinor.
Valinor.
I wonder who
Yeah.
made it. I wonder.
Same.
Yeah.
We'll never find out.
Yeah.
Sad.
I remember that one village that I can't remember the name of that I helped design.
And then you said that it's completely based on WoW, and I
Oh yeah,
didn't-
it's super ripped off from.
I
Village
didn't
in
use
WoW.
any of the ideas you came up with, by the way.
Damn.
Yeah. All me. All chat GPT.
But as we ended
It's
here,
pre-chat GPT.
True, it was 2019.
Yeah.
I need to ask, what did you think of the combat?
It was good.
We would have been fucked without the rod of.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Rotting.
I don't know. You were doing quite well.
Yeah,
Volvaith was doing quite well.
yeah. If Volvaith didn't take those blows, problem would be in the grave.
Yeah, I mean, I had these plans that, okay, I have Coal Thunder, that's a nice bunch of harpies, so they scattered since I'm the fucking last person to go in combat. And now they're next to my allies.
I am very curious how we were supposed to find that entrance without asking the harpies.
With our amazing rolls.
We wouldn't.
With investigation.
It was worse. Yeah, it would have just taken longer with your rolls.
Yeah.
Like out of character, not finding the opening was never a thing.
It was fun that I got to use the roll because I've had it on me for a while. It's just like, no, that doesn't seem like the time. That doesn't seem like that. No, wait, now this is the time.
Yeah, that was a good pull. And the rolls were on your side with the enemies that
Very
had
much
plus
so.
0 to save.
It would have been so unfortunate if the one it didn't hit was the matriarch, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
then
know
again,
what I
I
would've
think we
done.
would have been fine at that point.
Yeah.
Mm.
I got down to like the turn I healing worded myself the turn I did that, but I was at 16 HP at the time.
The lowest I got was 39.
Okay, the lowest I got was 12. But then Volvaith healing worded me as well. I say 12, but I did have 8 temp HP at that time.
I took 2 hits.
Ah.
But yeah, it was good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice fight.
It was supposed to be very difficult.
I mean, with my rolls, yeah.
Yeah.
I did have a oh shit moment. You know when
Mhm.
when we killed the Blood Widow.
I was always slightly on edge because there was like, oh, if two things attack me now, I might die.
Yep.
Yeah, the thing is, I kind of forgot that there was anything above this line
Mhm.
because I was zoomed in on the combat. That's why I also forgot that there was a harpy here.
I saw there was. Oh, it's that close to you. I saw the map was big, so I was like, oh, this map looks like it's meant for more than just that. But I said, maybe it's just another
Nope.
time. Who knows?
There
Yeah,
were more.
I was standing down here and focused on the three dudes over on the ledge here,
Mhm.
so I was zoomed in on those guys.
And I imagine the matriarch and stuff spawning up top, and you're just like, huh? Who are they talking about?
Yeah, well, the ones were revealed, and they were like, and Bovate see something up north, and I was like, up north, and they scrolled up a bit, and I was like, oh,
Oh.
Yeah, that tree.
stop forcing
Yeah.
my screen, DM.
No, I won't. Never.
I feel it's hard to know exactly when the time is to use counter charm because I mean you can use it to help people break out of it, but
Mhm.
You can't
It's the
use
classic-
it preemptively unless you have the power of rewinding time.
exactly.
Also, I was feeling like, oh, you're not greedy. You're not going to take what they have. Okay, cool. No, somebody got the idea. Bring us your loot. Although I was for a moment thinking maybe I should have them just bring you a loot.
Oh, right.
Do a Morrowind and call it a fat loot.
Yeah. I mean, I was there with figuring out that, well, maybe someone else figures out that, hey, maybe you should ask for loot. Wait wouldn't really care about shiny things.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe there's potions or something that could help us.
Right.
Yeah, they do. And a lot of coins.
True.
And gemstones.
Would you mind posting the Dragonborn's name? I don't think I've
You
Written it.
can. Just give me a second.
down. At least I can't find where I've written it down. Thank you.
Pyrotrax. Okay. Also, I'm happy how the map came out.
The map looks
Yeah,
really good.
Yeah, the map
Yeah.
looks fucking fantastic.
Took me a couple of hours during the night shift to make this. But then again, I had nothing fucking better to do.
Mm-hmm.
That night was extremely fucking slow. Like, I got less than 10 calls that night.
Yeah.
I guess your job is fairly decent for just doing that kind of stuff during downtime.
Yeah, if there's not much, if there's not too many calls, yeah. Sometimes there's quite a lot of calls for some reason. Usually people, for some reason, calling for a taxi from a number service. I mean, I can connect them to a taxi. That's not a problem, but kind of expensive for them.
Oh.
But yeah, making maps during the night shift is something I've been doing. either on paper or using Incarnate.
Okay, the Google issue I mentioned earlier was on 12th. Lasted around 3 hours.
Which day?
12th. So about
Okay,
2
no.
weeks ago.
No. That the problem I had was on
The what?
between Wednesday and Thursday this week.
At least that's what I'm seeing on Google's cloud
Okay.
summary.
Yeah, it was probably on Incarnate side because it just stopped
Probably.
completely work. Like it didn't work at all for some reason. Like I tried to make the cave walls using a line tool on the side, and it just marked the starting point and the ending point, and that's it.
Mm.
Like line between wasn't filled, and I was like, oh no, I won't do this the old style because I've done some maps. Let me see if I still have them here. Uh, no, not that one. Let's see if I have it somewhere. Okay, I don't have them here. Did I? That's using the line tool as well. Yeah, okay. I don't have, but some of the older maps I made, I think I have them here, were made by just attaching the like already existing stamps together to make the okay there. Then the gnome cave that I made long ago. That one.
We're
There
not
wasn't
on
a
that.
line tool that could
We're not
do
on
that
that
then.
map. So
Sorry?
we only see. We're not on that map. We're on
I
the.
put it on Discord because it's.
Ah.
I have removed it because I needed room on this Roll20 account.
Oh my god,
for
it's the
other
map
maps.
that has the gift outside of the
Yeah.
cave.
Yes, the Christmas present.
It's the bullet
So this was
cave.
made by just connecting the stamps that the were pre-existing in the in Incarnate, and just either rotating them or flipping them around, and just connecting them like this. You can probably see that there are some
Wait,
points
I
where
remember that cave.
there are some points where it doesn't quite match.
Where's the Christmas present?
It's in the log.
Like you as the maker of the map might notice the parts that don't match, but I don't see them.
If you go from the start of the cave, right in front of you, the split, the first split to the left and right,
Mhm.
you can see that the that sharp peak there, that doesn't quite fit together.
Peak.
The one that points downwards?
Yeah,
Trying to see what you talk about.
Huh?
I don't see it. Like the wall you look at when you get to the split,
Yeah.
the one that points towards the entrance.
yes, correct.
as if you were just going forward instead of
That
left or
doesn't
right.
quite fit. Like you can see that the it spills out just a slight bit to the left, the wall.
Okay, yeah, I do see that when you mention it, but it's not something that would
Yeah,
ever,
it's
like,
not massive.
bother.
That's why I used it. And if you go to the
I'm
left,
just
you
assuming
see
that's a
the
crack
overlapping.
in the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how
Overlapping
I
on
would
the
read it
next
as well.
corner. But like I said, I used a lot of time to make it look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It
Like
looks
this
seamless
took
to me.
way longer than this map we used today.
That looks very natural.
Hmm?
I like. What the fuck? There's nothing wrong with
What
it.
the- No, it's nothing wrong with it. I didn't say there was anything wrong with it.
Oh.
I just said that it took a lot longer to make, and there's some minor issue.
Minor?
Yes,
Where?
pedo.
Would you like to know?
Anyway, I think I'll.
Yeah. Anyway,
Jump
I should
off, I
probably
need to
end the
eat.
stream as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for watching
Maybe
today's
next time
session.
when we play, I will be in my new apartment.
Ooh.
Very
Who knows?
nice. All right, apartment tour when?
When I get the new apartment.
Fair enough.
I mean, my loan most likely gets approved on Tuesday. At least that's what the banker said yesterday.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go eat something.